Hello, hello. We're going to start by getting the things that I need done for my meal. So I have the rice cooker. This is the Bella rice cooker. This is one that I purchased myself. I love it. It's so fast, so easy and convenient. And I want to show you what I'm going to do. So I want the rice cooking while we're doing everything else. And then I also have the muffins. Let me bring it close so you can see. I just am in the final stages here of stirring in the blueberries into the batter for the muffins. And the oven is already preheated and we're ready to go. So I'm going to finish stirring this up. I am using my Hotex spatula. This is a whole entire set that I purchased. I love it. It's super strong and I can cook with them as well. And these are the Priority Chef Premium Mixing Bowls that have the silicone bottoms that help to stay in place. They have the coordinating lids that all nest. So all your units, you can carry together. They're easier to store. They just work out really nice. And so I like them. They're good, thick, quality bowls that hold up really well. If you're putting hot stuff or you're putting cold stuff, it doesn't matter. They're just really good bowls. Don't look over at the sink because it's got a dirty pile of dishes, but right on top there is another one of the Priority Chef bowls because I use this entire set. There's multiple sizes. I'm in the second to largest, and look how big this is. I'm making comparison to my head. See, it's a good size, deep mixing bowl. And I love it. So look at our batter. It's about ready. And we're going to put this down into the new muffin pan I just got this week that was provided by the brand. And all these are different brands. Okay, now my cat showed up because I almost tripped on him. He hears it's time to cook and food and he's getting excited. Okay, he's rubbing his body up against the phone stand. Okay, look at this. This is what we're going to put him into. And no, that is not confetti like that you would have already sprinkled on your cupcakes. This is how it comes. It's a silicone cups. But if you've ever tried baking with a silicone tray, you know it's like flimsy because it's silicone. So what they did is they said, okay, we get it. So we're going to put the silicone in the cups as the liner. And then we'll give you the metal tray. See that? So you have the metal tray and handles for strength and stability, but then you have the silicone on the inside for your muffins. Okay. So this is what we're going to use today to load up our muffins. So let's get that done and get our rice into the pot. This is going to take longer than the rice. So I'm going to go ahead and put the muffins in first, and then we'll do the rice. Oh, I see a piece of banana. Let me mash this just a little bit more. We had some ripe bananas, and so I made banana bread. But then somehow one banana escaped the cause. So I put it in the fridge to make do for the time being, and I needed to do something with it. So I went ahead and added it to the blueberry muffin recipe because all that banana is going to do, because he was very, very ripe. He wanted to be cooked. He's just going to add a little bit of sweetness. And then I also mixed in a little bit of honey to lessen the amount of sugar that the original recipe called for. That's how I make my modifications. So it's still going to be sweet. I'm so excited about it. First of all, I think it's adorable. I like the little confetti print on the silicone itself. That's cute. And I love blueberry muffins. Look at that. The batter was like, why do I have so much extra batter today? But I realized it's probably because I added that extra banana. And I put a little bit more blueberries because this time I used fresh instead of frozen. So there we go. So it's all loaded up. Now we're going to stick it in the oven. And in 30 minutes, we're going to see how that silicone, right there, how that works on our muffins. Okay, we got to get that rice going. Now let me show you how easy it is to use a rice cooker. And if you want to, you can go ahead and time me. All right, so get out the container. This is just going to sit down inside of the rice cooker itself. But this it's just your metal pan. See that? Okay. This is all you're going to do. Ready, set, go. Time me. I'm going to pour in 1 cup of rice. There we go. And I'm going to go get 2 cups of water from the sink. And almost 2 cups. I do just shy of 2 cups. And it comes out. That's how I like it. I think it comes out perfect. I'm going to set this down and put the lid on. I'm going to plug this up and flip the switch. Cook. That's it. Done. How long did it take? 30 seconds? Like, so easy. Now, it does all the other work. I don't have to sit around waiting for the water to boil. I don't have to keep an eye on it. It just does all the work. And so it's going to cook. And it's when I make it on the stove, like if I have ever made like to boil water and then how long the rice needs to cook and all the different things, if I can make it to that stage, because oftentimes I'll walk away and I'll forget I have water boiling, like that's an issue. But then it's like 18 minutes. This is a little less than that. And plus I didn't have to wait for all that time for the water to boil. So that's it. It's so easy peasy. I love it. I use it every single week whenever I need to make rice. So I'm going to set the rice aside so I don't spill that. Right next to it, I had the tea. Look at the tea. And so this is from if you want a drink to enjoy. So I actually have 2 mugs out here. And this one is the strawberry hibiscus. Okay, so let's see how this is going. It has a definite summertime vibe, like a sweetness to it. I will say that this one I preferred when it's room temperature. That's about where it's at right now. And even as it drops and it like loses all heat and it's just a cool drink, this is fantastic. You could even add ice cubes in it. So this is why I'm saying summertime vibes. You could treat it like that. It's strawberry hibiscus and it comes in bags. So it's very easy, very convenient. You get 100 in the pack. Then you just take out these bags, toss it into your teapot or your tea mug. I was looking at the tea kettle. And then you would just pour your boiling water over the top of it. And then you can drink it hot, yes, after you brew it. But you could also just leave it out. And that's one of the ways that they actually recommend it. Tea Luxe really recommends it that way. Okay, Tea Luxe makes multiple different flavors of tea. Now, I will say that this one is also enhanced with stevia, so this is why this one's a little bit sweeter. So that is the strawberry hibiscus. Tea Luxe also provided this one. This is the Sencha tea bags. Now, this one has caffeine in it. This is a green tea, and they said the same thing. Brew it, drink it warm, or let it set, and then drink it. Now, I have some leftover lettuce, and it made me think about what else we're doing here. I don't have any vegetables to cut up, but we're not going to do a full cooking demonstration today, but I did want to show you that this is from Airnex, and this is their compost bag and compost bin. So you just take one of their bags, which these bags are made out of cornstarch. Like, who knew? So they're very soft, but they're tough, and they will they will not exist on the planet in 6 to 12 months. Like once you toss them out, they're not made of plastic, so they're not going to stick around. They're going to be gone. Okay, so you set it down into the compost bin itself, which this whole bin, like to show you, see how it folds up. This, you can just push it down and it shrinks down because it came delivered to me in a thin box. And so, but otherwise you can leave it open and you have the handle. And so what we want to do now is come take our lid, which you can put right here, it opens up. So you can put a carbon filter in there. Then we're going to stick our lid on top. Okay. Put our lid in, let your cat investigate. And then this is where you would toss in any of your vegetables, any of your clippings, any like of your leftover stuff that is going to break down. Okay. That you then eventually, you can do this throughout the week. And so you don't have to go inside, outside. And then when you're ready, you can just close it up, which you're probably going to leave it closed during the week anyhow, is what I'm saying. But you have your handle here. I just popped the handle out. Sorry about that. But the handle on the sides, it just snaps back in. There we go. And so you're going to be able just to carry it outside. And then you can get and dump it into your full compost bin that you might have outside. If you have a big one, into your garden, like however you do it. Okay. I don't have an outdoor space, but I just like the convenience of not having to go to my garbage can. I don't have a garbage in my island. And so when I'm cooking and I'm in it and I'm doing the stuff, I like to just be able to be like, cook, 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 toss, cook, 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 toss, because I'm usually doing tons of different vegetables. I have my cutting board out and I'm doing lots of different vegetables as I'm chopping and I'm mixing. So different things like that. Don't put stuff that you don't want that's stinky, that's not going to break down. Okay. This is a compost bin is how you want to think about it. You could also, as another option, this is from EKO. This is just stainless steel. This is the brushed matte black. This is the black. It's very soft. This one, it has the gray on the top. There's the EKO. Okay, this can open up. You can put those same little baggies inside. Okay, it's just, this is a rectangle. This is more of a square. Okay, a cube, really a cube. So more of a cube, a little shorter, but wider. And then this one is narrow, like a true rectangle form in the size. And then this one can just fold back down, and it has a little tab right there. You can put the same carbon filter in here. It's just they have their own carbon filter in a different size. So they both think about using carbon filters to help deodorize and catch the odors of the vegetables and whatnot they put in it. You can do whatever you want. They're just saying typically if you're using for a compost bin, how you would do it. But what this one has is it has the hook on the back. So if you want to, you can put this out of sight, out of mind, so to speak, and put it inside a cabinet. So if you have a cabinet and maybe you remove if there's any drawers or anything inside, shelves, that's what I'm trying to say. If you open up the door and you remove your shelf, you could put this so it hangs inside of your door, and then you just open your door, toss your element, close it, and it can be completely discreet and hidden. So that's really nice. Did you decide you're going to go outside? You want food. It's not food time. Come on. Go outside. Go on. No. Do you have to go outside? I'm just checking with both my animals. They're deciding if they want to go outside. While I'm here, I'm going to pick up the mat. Did you see the mat by the door? Okay. This is designed for your doorway, right? To give you the protection, give you the absorbency. And when your dog comes in, help his paws to get wiped down. Look at the back. So it has a good tread to help it to stay in place. I got it in like the charcoal black. I kind of like that look. See, it's like black and gray mixed together. And then this works out really well. This is from Purr Rugs, and it comes in different sizes, but you can see I have the regular door stem mat. So let me put this back down because my dog is back. And there we go. Good absorbency on that for how you're moving around and what you have going on. While we were talking about the trash, I wanted to show you. This is also from EKO, but this one is called their Fandy Bin. This one, they said a lot of people like to use in their craft rooms. Like if if you're a crafter, but you have like little clippings and little pieces of threads or different things on your Cricut machine or whatever. And so this could just, there's no need for a bag. Just set it on your desk. It's so easy peasy. Look at that. And so you can just keep tossing in whatever you needed and make tossing out those elements that you don't need while crafting so much simpler. But I also think that this could be really fabulous because it's so easy just to pull apart. You could wash down inside of there very easy and with their plastic. And I would use this like for like in his little station. Like if you had guests over and you just need a little place for them to drop off their supplies as they're going through your little buffet line. Instead of asking, where's the trash? Where's the trash? Just give them a little trash option. Or like my husband saw it, he says, oh, I feel like I've seen that in restaurants, like right where people get their straws and they all have the wrappers and they put the wrappers right there. So many ways that you could use it because it's small, it's petite, and it's very compact and easy to use. So that's also from EKO. There's the Panda Planner as the recipe book, okay, that we had earlier, and showing you, see, I wrote out the recipe inside of there. I love that. Here's the tea kettle that I'm using. So you can see that up close. It's like kind of retro, but it's like a modern retro look. And the polished screen, the lid, see? Okay, and that's just an electric, so you plug that in and go give it a drive. Okay, now while I'm here, I wanted to show you up close. Look at this. Look how cute. So these fit down into place. You've got a fork, a spoon, and a knife. Then you just clip this close. Okay, so that's going to stay closed. Look, it's even molded for this. This is your lid that goes over your bento box. Now you can keep the divider in, so you can have the two smaller sections and the one larger section. You can take this out and maybe you have a bigger meal or you have a salad you're having that day. So you can put this whole container, or you could pack it like this if this is your salad elements, keep all your pieces separate, and then take it to work, tip it upside down, mix it up in here. I mean, you do you for how this is going to work for you. This good hard plastic, it is dishwasher safe. And then here's your lid. Everything just 4 sides. Just close over it. It is easy to open. See that? Okay. But it holds firm in place. So there you go. But we're not done. This whole thing, this whole set, you get the bento box, okay? Because you want this. But when you make your purchase, you get this and you get this. So you get the coordinating color because you can choose a different color. Okay, so the brand sent it to me in pink. So you get the bento box complete with the silverware. And then you also get the insulated lunch tote. And it's got a zipper and it has a pocket in the front right here. So I have my napkin for where that would go. And last but not least, you get a little condiment container, or you can use it for whatever you want. But if we're talking salad or we're talking other, like you need a sauce, this is what you would put it in. So nothing else is going to get ooey and gooey before you can eat. It closes down neat and tight. And so all of this can now go into your coordinated lunch bag. Okay, let me put that all in there. And you still have space if you're going to put in your water bottle or whatever else. Yes, you're going to check it out. You heard us talking about lunch and you want lunch. Okay, and then you just zip it all up. Yeah. This is not for you. This is not for you. And then there you go. You would have everything ready to go for your lunch, for your meal, for on the go, all packed up. So neat and so easy to carry. Love that. Okay, now that's for us. They call this their ladies version because a lot of the colors are more feminine, okay? However, I have something for the gentleman in your life, especially because it's Father's Day weekend. And so this backpack is a backpack and a in one, okay? It does so many different things. So when you open it up and you see, you're going to have different areas. You have pockets inside the back of this opening cover here. You have a zipper pocket back here where you can stick your laptop, okay? Then you can put whatever else inside. Hi, you're still investigating, okay? But it also comes with a cord so you can actually charge up your backpack. So then when you're out and about and on the go, and you need to give your phone a charge, you can use your backpack to help you with that. You have the American flag on the front, but here's what I wanted to show you. Right here in the front, you have a cooler. Like, how cool is that? So right here with your cooler, you can cool everything if you want to. Like, you can just do whatever else with it. But I'm saying the idea that you can put ice in this and keep some beverages cold, especially if you're taking this on a hike, you've got a whole extra pocket in the front that also has, I forget how you say it, RFID, the protection so that people can't like walk by you and scan. I don't even know how bad guys do all this stuff, but where they're scanning your devices and trying to steal your information. So this is your protector zone. 2 pin pockets, another pocket, like they really, built-in space to hold your keys or whatever else you want to latch onto there. And then you still have the padded straps in the back. And you got another pocket back here with mesh and a zipper. So it's like so many different, very thoughtful compartments. And of course, we still have the drink and beverage on both sides. And he has a handle on the top. And not to be outdone, still one more secret zipper that you really could put your laptop back here. And there's another pocket inside of that secret pocket. Like as a woman, I get so excited about pockets. So I may just have to say that this backpack is going to be for me. But this backpack was provided to me by the brand, and it's really amazing because it's heavy duty. It's got a very thick lining and good padding around it, good canvas material. But on top of that, it is loaded up with pockets. So lots of pockets, insulated front, lots of places for you to organize and put your stuff. So when you are out and about and on the go, so awesome. Okay. I'm not going to feed you right now. He just is like, now he's just sitting in front of his bowl, staring at it in case I didn't get the message. In case I did not get the message. Okay. Oh, I was going to show you. I'm going to grab a bowl so I can show you the rice. So it does move into warm. So it goes from cook and then it just pops a switch and then it goes into warm. And so now I'm just always give it a good stir as I'm coming out. Can you see all the steam coming out? And now done. And look at the piping, steaming rice, all plump. I use jasmine rice. Look at that. And oh, the cat's on the phone standing in. Okay, so you have all of this rice as you're making this, and it was so easy. It's less than 30 seconds because you simply just pour in the rice, pour in the amount of water that you need, and away you go. And you just turn it on and it does all the cooking for you. So I didn't have to worry about it. I've been doing a whole other demonstration showing you everything else, and it was just cooking by itself. I want to show you. I should have put this on, but I'll go ahead and put it on now and show you. But as you're moving around, so you think if you've hurt something, you have an injury, you need to ice it. This is a chill pad. So I think ice pack, but there's no ice in it. The whole thing just chills. It's like a thick, rubbery, I don't know what's actually in it, but it's like, because it's got material in there and material in here. But okay, all of this gets really cold in the freezer. You saw me just pull it out of the freezer. And now, this is why I'm saying this is so much better for me than an ice pack. Because if it's an injury that I could still be moving around with, or maybe it's cramps and it's a discomfort, all I have to do is come in here, adjust my belt, and now it's going to hold right here. So I was picking up something I shouldn't have probably been lifting yesterday, a little bit too heavy, and I went really quick, and I pulled something in my low back right about here where my hand is. And so the cat is full on attacking me. And so I put this right there, and I just, every couple hours I've been using this just to help ease that. I can feel it. This is a pretty thick dress. I can feel it through the dress. Normally I would not do it on top of something this thick. I would go ahead and lift it, but you know, I'm live on video. So we make do, but you can see how this fits. But wherever your issue is, let's say it's over here on your hip, you could turn it and now it's over here on your hip, which actually that feels really comforting. You need it on your abdomen. You could strap it around you and put it up on your shoulder. Like, do you see what I mean? You can just put it wherever you need it. And at the cost that this is, like, you got to look it up. I don't say prices because prices change so much. But you look this up right there, Chill Max, and this wrap, and I've linked it for you. Like, if you're suffering in any way, somebody in your family needs that, and you've been using the big bulky ice packs, or you've been using, like I do, a bag of frozen corn, but that you kind of have to break it up. Like, this is just so smooth. Do you get that? That's the concept. It's so smooth and it stays in place, and away I can go. I'm hands-free. I can move around. I can do whatever I want. And then, like I was saying, I hurt my back. So then when I lean into it against, like, I'd sit back in my recliner and lean into it. Oh, it's just so comforting. And it's a well-balanced, like the whole thing is the same temperature of coolness. So it's a good balance. Whereas my bag of corn could be a little bit lumpy and maybe not the same, like, consistency, the same amount of pressure all throughout. Do you see what I mean? So I really thought this was so handy. And it just feels really good against that aching muscles. That's my thoughts about that. So I bought that because I needed something. And look at that. It's working out really well. Right. There was the lunch box for you. And because your dude might not want quite a lunch box to carry around in the same way, which there are lots of options. But in case he wants one that's just multi-purpose, okay, that he can take to work, he can put his laptop back here in totally separate sleeve and zip that up. He can put whatever he needs to in his storage compartment through here, and he even has extra pockets to help him organize and a zipper compartment. Then he can close all of that up, and he still has a small pocket for his phone, any other devices, pens, resources. And then he can close that up, and in the front, he can pack his lunch. And this can be a cooling bag. You see, it's the insulated cooling, okay? So he can come in here and look, it has a pocket on that side too. So there's so many different pockets in here. So he can put his lunch in here, then zip that up. He can put his phone and utensils, his supplies for work, whatever he needs. Okay. Any other things that he needs in this deep pocket through here. Anything he wants to store into the zipper, and then still have room for his laptop, his iPad, his whatever other devices that he needs. And then on the back, underneath. Okay. So move our handles. Look at this. Yet another pocket. Another pocket. And he can put his secret things. He can put love notes from you in there. Okay. So he can put all of his stuff, and then he still has, don't worry, he has room on the side for wherever he's going to put his thermos, wherever he's going to put his beverage drinks. Okay. And he's going to be fully stocked. And then he's just got to get everything zipped up. And then he might be out the door and on his way. And he realizes, oh no, my whatever is not charged. And he can, where did it come out? There it is. If he has his backpack charged, okay, because you can charge your backpack. Here's the thing. He can charge his backpack, and now he can use the backpack as a source of energy to charge his devices off on the go, okay? And I'm saying he because it is made with men in mind and to be multi-purpose for the guys, okay? But you can pick this up. You can enjoy this for yourself. You can enjoy this as a gift, okay? Look at that. And it's got the American flag. It's got the handle on top. It's a very thoughtful design from a company that thinks about the tactic elements of things. So that's pretty cool, okay? So we had for the ladies and we had for the gentlemen. And then we had all the other things that would go into the kitchen that just everybody needs to celebrate. And anybody can get hurt or have an achy pain that they might need this cool wrap, which I love. Let's give my cat a treat because he thinks he's about to pass out. These are his snack treats. And have you seen these? These lickable treats for cats. Look, so you just squeeze it out. And he comes and he enjoys a treat with you. And he just is licking on it. Oh, I forgot that camera's moved, so you might not be able to see this really well. Come over here and they can see you better. Come here. You be our cat model. Come here. Here. Okay, can you see him better? You just squeeze the treat. And I just put my hand there kind of as a guide. So he's licking more off of my hand. So anyhow, you can do it like this and have a bonding experience with your cat. Or you could just use this as a meal topper. And so that's usually what I'll do is I'll just stick this down on top of his dry kibble and let him have a snack that way. But I just thought I'd pull these out real quick. He's almost done. Usually it takes about a minute for him to devour one of these packages. There we go. Let's squeeze all the rest out. Right there. This is chicken. That's the flavor, chicken. The muffins. Okay. So you can see the muffins are here, but come close because in case you missed it in the beginning, we introduced the muffin tray. And it's metal. I'm not going to touch it because it's hot, but it's metal surface, but just the cups where the muffins sit are silicone. So let me go get a butter knife so I can check on these. Okay, so I just want to double check and make sure they're thoroughly cooked. Okay, came out nice and dry, so we're good to go. And just testing, look at that. Just popped right out. So simple. Now remember, we did a test. Oh, you know what? I'm a bad scientist because when we did our test, we said we would do 6 just straight the silicone cups and then 6 with the cooking spray. I need to let them cool off. You know you're supposed to let muffins cool a few minutes before you start to touch them and pull them out. But I was so anxious to see how it was going to pop out there. It was very smooth. And so it's coming right out of the silicone really nicely. And I like that. All right. So we'll let the rest of those finish up cooling and then we'll pop the rest out. But I'm so excited for how that is working. And then I have the confetti style. So like the cups already look like they have like sprinkles on them. So that's cute. But I make a lot of different muffins. And so having a muffin tray that's not going to stick and get burned and scarred. Like I have one of the older muffin trays and just it looks like it's seen better days. So I'm excited to have this new muffin pan that is just really pretty. And with those, move out of the way, he's so hot. It has the silicone cups so that the muffin just pops out so easily. See? It's super hot, but you can see how easily it's just popping out. And I love that. Just so nice. Oh, I pulled too hard. Its top's going to come off. I got to let it cool just a little bit more, and then I'll take out the rest of them. But yes, so that's exciting. So be sure and subscribe so you can follow along. Thanks so much for joining me in the kitchen today. I hope this was helpful, showing you some different supplies that you might want to utilize to make your time saver, especially that rice cooker over there. I love it. All right. Have yourself an absolutely fabulous day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.